I grew up in New Orleans, and New Orleans is on the Gulf Coast. It's part of a big maritime commercial industry. So there's a lot of people working out in the Gulf doing dangerous things, whether it's a drilling platform or piping. There's this whole field of commercial operations that we were connected to. My father was an attorney who represented these individuals. One of our friends is a guy by the name of Dr. Keith Van Meter. Now, Keith is an emergency medicine practitioner. He's also a surgeon. He runs a hyperbaric clinic. So hyperbarics is the process of putting someone in an environment, a chamber or a capsule, simulating what happens when you go down underwater, higher pressure environment. It's basically changing the rules of physics. Hyperbaric chambers are often used in the medical community to treat a variety of different ailments. We put my grandfather in when I was a kid. He would go in the chamber to help some of his dementia. After a couple sessions, we realized, we would quiz him before. How did you get here? What day is it? What month is it? And the answers were pretty iffy. But then after using hyperbarics, you do maybe an hour session at a certain depth. You breathe in pure oxygen. A couple of sessions led by Dr. Van Meter. And by the end, we were having conversations with my grandfather that we didn't think we would ever have again. I mean, he was telling stories. He was recounting how he got there. It was really incredible. So that was kind of my first introduction to hyperbarics as a field. And divers use hyperbarics because they have to go in before they come up to surface. You may be familiar with the bends. If you go diving, you can come up way too quick and it's really bad. So there's chambers they put the divers in. So these chambers in these vessels, they're being increasingly used for other ailments. If you're crushed, if you have blood loss, if you have traumatic brain injury, gunshot wound. To Dr. Keith, having done research in this field, he has seen and experienced the potential in this medicine that the sooner you get hyperbarics to a patient, the better it is for them. So fast forward to me being a freelancing car designer, Dr. Keith came to us and we started talking about mobilizing a hyperbaric chamber. So his vision and his now calling is to see getting it to patients within the golden half hour, we call it. Getting patients in this device could be the difference between life and death. It could be the difference between their recovery being months versus years. Mobilizing hyperbarics is the concept behind HyperVan. We set out to design a vehicle that could both operate like an ambulance, like a traditional truck in that same world, but that the main cabin of the ambulance itself was a chamber that was designed to go under pressure the same way that the chambers in clinics do, in hospitals, administer oxygen to the patient. And the benefits of getting this application to them in remote applications or even in urban environments before they get back to the hospital, that was our design challenge, was mobilizing these chambers out into the field so they could get to patients quicker, administer this medicine, and prove out its potential even further in a way that hasn't been done before.